is good, guys? Today we have a battle against, wait, I wrote his name, Dodobird133. And, we met on the new Smogon feature, which they have that you can find a battle and such. Well, anyways, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this team first and its purpose. So as you can see, there is Tentacruel, Ferrothorn, Gliscor, Vaporeon, Scizor, and Heatran. So you can tell this is a bulky team. Yes, it is very bulky. And its main purpose is based around Ferrothorn, Heatran, and Tentacruel. I need to set up 2 layers of Toxic Spikes with Tentacruel and Stealth Rocks with Heatran to get this team using right. Ferrothorn is there to set up spikes, but spikes aren't that important. But it's always good to have residual damage. But to the Pokemon that don't get affected by toxic spikes, probably get more damage from rocks. So those two kind of fit each other as well, really well. So when my Tentacruel sets up Stealth Rocks, Tentacruel sets up Toxic Spikes, and Heatran sets up Stealth Rocks. The rest is pretty much up to Vaporeon and Gliscor because it is meant to stall, and the best of all stall, the one you guys hate, and I love it. I don't know why, but I love stall. Which is kind of weird for someone to like stall. Usually people are annoyed by stall. But let's talk about the guys. Vaporeon and Gliscor are basically to wall with Gliscor with Sub Protect and Vaporeon with Wish Protect, and the rest are pretty much there to set up hazards and the other stuff. And I needed Scizor in there because the main threat to my team was Reuniclus. Believe it or not, Reuniclus did a crapload of damage to anything on my team. That's why Choice Banded Scizor is there, because with the Bug Bite, Stab, Technician, Choice Banded is an easy one-hit KO on any Reuniclus, even if it is max HP and max defense. But anyways, enough boring you guys. Let's get on with the match. Alright, so he's gonna lead off with what I thought was a Sawsbuck, and I'm gonna have Tentacruel. I really don't want to take a hit from this guy because I have no defense. It's more of a special defense. So I am going to switch out into my Ferrothorn, and he goes for the Extra Sensory. Now that does absolutely nothing. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird for a Sawsbuck, but hey, whatever. I didn't expect him to be Zoroark, and he goes for the Flamethrower, and that will one-shot my Ferrothorn. So no spikes on this battle. But as I said before, spikes isn't that necessary. I'm going to switch out into my Heatran, knowing that since it's a Zoroark, and he has Extra Sensory, he probably won't have Focus Blast. So I'm going to take this time to set up the rocks. Now, Togekiss comes in. I know that Outer Sphere is kind of obvious, so I'm going to switch back into my Tentacruel, and he's going to go for the Outer Sphere, and that does almost nothing at all. Now, since I'm here, I'm going to go take this chance to set up the first layer of Toxic Spikes. He's trying to flinch me, but it doesn't work out the first turn. I get my first layer, which is very nice. And now, I'm going to protect just to get some more lefties. I was hoping to do like, try to set up and protect to like reduce the chances of him flinching me. I don't know if that really works, but I tried it anyways. So he's going to Air Slash me again, and he is going to get the flinch this time, which is pretty unfortunate, but oh well. He's going to Air Slash me again, and I don't think I get... nope, I don't get flinch this time, and I get up my 2 layers, and I'm like, yes, my plan is complete. Stealth Rocks and Spikes are on the field, and Toxic Spikes are on the field, so I'm good. And he's going to go for another Air Slash. That gets a crit. That didn't really matter. The crit definitely mattered because... if I hadn't flinched, I would have been able to get a little bit of damage on this guy, which would have made things a lot easier in this scenario. But I'm going to go into Scissor. He's going to go for the T-Wave. I don't get paralyzed, which is great, and I'm able to get off that superpower. And that leaves him at really low. I am Choice Banded, so I can go for the Bullet Punch and take him out. And now he's going to go for the Air Slash, try to para-flinch me, and that doesn't work out, which is great. I don't get flinched, and I don't get paralyzed, and I'm able to finish off this Togekiss, which was starting to be a pain in my ass. But now he's going to bring in his Dugtrio. Yes, his Dugtrio. And Dugtrio gets Toxic, which is great. And he told me after the battle that this was an anti-metagame team. And that actually works out pretty well. The Dugtrio is actually pretty good, especially if it's like this one that's Choice Banded. But here, the scenario is perfect. I have my Toxic Spikes and my Stealth Rocks, and I get a free switch into Gliscor. That couldn't be the more perfect scenario. So I am going to set up a substitute on the predicted switch. And he is going to go into his Ninetales, and that is very good because that is Toxic. He took a lot of damage from Stealth Rocks, and I'm free to set up my sub. Now this is a sub protect stalling Gliscor. And depending on my opponent, if it's a physical or a special, I switch him in between him and Vaporeon. Usually he does the work better, but Vaporeon also works really well against Pokemon that have ice and water type moves that are super effective against Gliscor. So that's basically my switcheroo between those two. And I'm behind the sub. I'm going to be able to hit that with an Earthquake, and that's a dead Ninetales, which is great. And I'm looking great. I'm at full HP. I'm behind the sub. He brings out the Infernape. I'm just going to go for the Protect to scout whether it's the Infernape or it is the Zoroark. Because Zoroark came in when there were no hazards, so I couldn't really tell. And he goes for the Flamethrower. So here I really didn't know. Because Zoroark also has Flamethrower. But he's going to go for the close combat, and that won't be enough to take out my sub, which is great. Because I'm going to hit that thing with an EQ, and that will be a dead Infernape. And now comes in his Sawsbuck, and that kind of caused me a little bit of trouble. Because Sawsbuck is pretty damn annoying, actually. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. This isn't his Sawsbuck, I think. Nope, this is his Zoroark, because I go for the Protect to scout, and I see Dark Pulse. So I'm like, okay, Dark Pulse, he has Dark Pulse, so that's gotta be Zoroark. So I'm gonna let him take down my sub after the close combat. That will obviously take it out, and he gets crit. And I don't think that really mattered. I think it would have broken my sub either. And since I know that it is the Zoroark, I'm gonna go for the EQ. And that will do a very big load to this guy, and he will die to the Toxic, which is awesome. And now he's going to send in the real Sawsbuck, so now I don't have to stress my mind knowing which one is which. And he gets Toxic and all that stuff that I wanted. So I'm going to Protect up, and here, if I actually had gone for the substitute and predicted, it would have been the game right here. Because, but he does go for the Swords Dance, which is pretty unfortunate. Because if I had gone for the sub, I would have protected next turn, then he would have taken out my sub, and I would have hit him with an Earthquake, which, after the Toxic, would have been able to take him out, and I would still have my Gliscor left for his last guy. But that doesn't quite work out. I go for the Earthquake, does a decent chunk, and Hornleech almost takes me out, and since I saw that the first one did around 250 damage, I'm going to go for the Protect to try to live the next one. And after the Poison Heal and all that stuff, I'm going to be back. I'm going to pull off the Double Protect. Yes, that's it. I'm going to pull off the Double Protect, which is great. And after those two Protect and those 2 turns of him getting Toxic and me getting the Poison Heal, I was at 227, so I thought, okay, maybe if he gets Min and he got Max, I will be able to live. But no, he does end up taking me out, which is pretty damn unfortunate. But after Life Orb and after Toxic, he will be at so low that I can bring in my Vaporeon, go for the Protect, and hopefully take him out. And that's exactly what I do. I go for the Protect, and Toxic will take him out. So this is a Toxic falling team, so you guys can see how annoying it is to face one of these teams. And At first, I had no idea how to use it, but I lost like 5 battles straight with it. I got swept by Elo. I believe it was a 3-0 on his stream, and I lost against some other guys too. But I think I finally got it, and hopefully I'll get better this time because I really enjoy using it. But anyways, he's gonna bring in the Drio. He's gonna Stone Edge, not gonna take me out. I'm gonna Scald and not take him out. And he's gonna Stone Edge me again, and he's gonna miss, but definitely didn't matter unless he would have gotten like a super duper mega crit, which is like a triple crit. And anyways, that's gonna be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like. Remember to comment and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.